thank you so much for doing this. I love the film. I think it's such a creative idea. And especially with the holidays coming up for people in the US, I know Canada had it a while back, but what's this been like building up to this project and now having it out and getting to hear people's reaction?
It's been a lot in a very short amount of time. We auditioned and wrapped filming all before I think the end of April of this year, and now the movie's out. So it's been so exciting to see it come to life. And I think the really fun part about it being on such a short schedule is that we never really felt disconnected from it. We always just like we're looking forward to the next thing to do, and we're such a close cast. So it's been really exciting going along the journey with them. And then we all, we're lucky enough to celebrate together. So I think that's been the most exciting thing about the experience so far and it coming out.
Yeah, and I love how you say this entire cast is so close because I've seen all the Instagram posts, I've seen the TikToks, and I love the chemistry that everyone has. I'm wondering, do you personally have a favorite moment or memory, either filming or promoting this film?
Oh my goodness, it's so hard to choose one. I think right at the beginning of filming, we made it a priority to really get to know each other. But it wasn't from an organic place. We just wanted to and we craved that. So on one of like our first nights, we like ordered the worst food possible. Like there was like McDonald's, like my friend's sister owns a donut company, so she brought donuts, we got Krispy Kreme, we had chips, and we just like talked all night about so many different things and really got to know each other. And then it was really fun when we got to see each other for the first time when we all connected in LA, and we just had a dinner, just us, and talked about how crazy it is that the world gets to see it in like at that point it was like 5 days. um yeah, I don't know, it's so hard to choose a moment. I think just like the whole thing and at its entirety was just a collection of moments.
Yeah, definitely. Obviously, the film is called Thanksgiving, but I'm wondering, is there a Thanksgiving tradition that you love or you think your character really loves?
Ooh, personally for me, I have two siblings and I love them so much. And they have had competition since they were younger of who can make the tallest mashed potato like gravy bowl.
Okay.
And that's something that I look forward to every year. We're all in our 20s now, and it's still very prominent at the Thanksgiving table. Um, I think Yulia would probably be excited to get dressed up for her family dinner. Probably is going to stay away from corn for the rest or
Yeah,
after. But
so
yeah,
smart.
yeah.
No, and as I said, this is such a cool like slasher film, but also playing on the holiday season. I'm wondering what was it that drew you to want to be a part of this? Because obviously, great script, but you also work with amazing people as well.
Yeah, I was really excited to get to work with Eli again. I worked with him in October of 2022 on a Halloween short that we did called Trick VR Treat. And so I knew Eli and I knew how fun it was to be on a set with him. And when I found out that there was a possibility I could work with him on a feature, I was thrilled and I grabbed that audition and I sent in a tape like right away and was so excited. And my mom, she loves Christmas movies. And so I told her I got a holiday movie and she's like, for Christmas? I was like, no, Thanksgiving.
Not a Hallmark movie yet.
No. But she's learned to love it. She doesn't like horror, but she went the other day with my sister. She
Okay.
made it through. She loved it. Um, but yeah, I think, Eli was what drew me to the project and we learned about the cast after we were all cast. So I think we just got really lucky in that aspect.
Definitely. And what did your mom think of it? Because I was looking at the YouTube comments alone, and there is a lot of people just raving about the ending and what a twist it is.
Yeah, she she went like this for most of the thing. I think that she was like, I'll go and I'll watch your stuff and I'll try and watch as much in between. But she really, I think what helped balance it out for her was the like moments of laughter and chemistry and the realism that sits in between the chaos. And that's what I think got her through, the more slightly disturbing parts of the film that show up. But I think that was really cool to hear from my mom that, someone who very much stays away from this genre was like she loved it.
Definitely. I mean, if you could describe this film as a whole in 3 words, what would they be?
Roller coaster, um, thrilling, and heartfelt because of the amount of heart that we put into making it, every single person.
Fair
So
enough.
it doesn't describe them. The word to
It
describe
could
the
for some people, you never
yeah,
know.
yeah.
I mean, personally, do you think you would survive a story like this if you were thrown into it? And how would you go about surviving that?
I love this question because we got asked this question on set, and I was
Okay.
really upset that nobody said me because I think I would do so well. I grew up
Okay.
as an athlete, and so I played lots of sports growing up, and I have a very competitive mindset in some aspects. And so I think that I would go into fight or flight, and I think I would choose fight and just like I don't know, turn it on and become like an action hero. But then like the flip side, the reality, I totally could just like hide in a corner and wait until it's all over. So it's definitely an extreme one or the other. I would like to say that I could absolutely make it to the end.
We'll say that you can. I have faith in you.
Thank you. I really appreciate that.
And my last question for you. Obviously, this release is so exciting. It's doing so well. But do you have any future projects that you can hint at or talk about?
Um, at the moment, no. The strike has been, just lifted and we're so thankful for it. So I think we're all hungry to get on those next projects. I've been working on My Little Pony and Thomas the Tank Engine, 2 cartoon series I've been doing for quite some time now. And we're still going with that. So I'm so excited that, that's been like a consecutive thing for me. And it's definitely quite the contrast from
Yeah.
slash horror. But that's the fun part about this job is you get to do kind of everything if you let yourself, and it's really fun to be able to tap into that animated world, and then get pulled into this like terrifying slasher horror fun roller coaster. So yeah, that's kind of what's going on.
Do you prefer one over the other, like animation voiceover versus doing all this physical stuff and being in front of the camera?
I don't think I can choose. They're both so unique. I do think I love being on camera. I love the collaborative aspect of that. And you are in full control of how you present yourself. And
Mm.
you never have control over the edit or the final cut, but everything you do, you're putting out there. But with animation, um, you're giving your voice. You're giving everything right into your voice, which I've been so grateful that I've grown up doing that because it's a really fun, cool thing. And it's quite a challenge sometimes to be able to channel everything directly to your voice box, and you have to send that over to the creatives, and you have to give them enough to animate to that and to create a world. So I think there's really fun elements to both.
Definitely. Well, I am so excited to see what's next for you, and congratulations on everything.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.